Welcome the anointed ones. Not everyone who desires to be in your life truly deserves to be there, and even fewer are capable of handling the full depth of who you are. It's a hard truth to accept, but it's one that brings clarity and freedom. Imagine for a moment that out of the 8 billion people inhabiting this planet, only a select few can genuinely resonate with your energy, understand your spirit, and truly see the value of what you bring to the table. This isn't about arrogance or self-importance, it's simply a matter of alignment. The truth is, you were never meant to blend into the crowd or conform to society's expectations. Being chosen, being special, isn't about fitting in, it's about standing out so unapologetically that you either draw in those who align with your vision or create such an undeniable aura that those who cannot keep up will naturally fall away. Being chosen doesn't mean being placed on a pedestal above others as if you are somehow more important or worthy. No, it means you're in the arena, fully immersed in a battle that others may not even understand. The world doesn't always see the internal struggles you face, the sacrifices you make, or the vision that drives you forward. But that's okay, because the ones who are meant to walk alongside you will see and appreciate it. They won't just want you for who you are, but for what you carry, for what you represent, and for the immense potential you unlock within them. People might be attracted to you, but in truth, they are drawn to the bigger picture, the energy and power that come with being a true visionary, someone who breaks barriers and challenges the status quo. And here's the real kicker: you are not meant for everyone. This is not a flaw, it is your greatest strength. It is the reason you are unstoppable. The people who cannot understand you, or who try to impose their limited perspective on you, are simply not a part of your journey. The fact that not everyone can handle your energy, your authenticity, and your power is a testament to your greatness. It's a clear sign that you are walking a path that is uniquely yours, one that is not meant to be easily understood by those who choose the safe, conventional route. And that's exactly why your journey is so valuable. It's rare, it's bold, and it's full of possibility. Living as someone who is not for everyone comes with its own set of advantages, freedom being one of the greatest. With fewer people in your circle, there is less room for small talk, less energy wasted on maintaining shallow or fake connections, and a lot more space to focus on what truly matters. This is where you find the time to build something meaningful, to align with your highest purpose, and to live your life like the 1 in a billion masterpiece that you are. When you are not bound by the expectations of others, you can fully embrace the beauty of living authentically, free from the constraints that try to hold you back. Welcome to the world of the chosen. This world is not for the faint of heart. It is not an easy path, and it certainly doesn't come with constant applause or validation. It requires you to stay grounded in your truth, even when the world around you pushes for conformity. It's about having the courage to continue on your journey, even when others doubt you, criticize you, or fail to see the vision you are working so tirelessly to manifest. The chosen ones are not the ones who seek popularity or approval. They are the ones who are willing to face adversity, to take the harder road, and to create change in the world that lasts long after they are gone. Being chosen means standing firm in the face of uncertainty and being comfortable in your own solitude. It means accepting that you may never have the approval of everyone around you, but that's okay. Because the truth is, not everyone needs to understand your journey, and that's precisely what makes it so powerful. The people who are meant to walk with you, to support you, will find their way into your world, and those who don't belong, they will fall away. The chosen path is one of strength, resilience, and immense potential. It demands that you stay true to yourself, even when the world around you wants to pull you in 1,000 different directions. It is not an easy road, but it is one filled with purpose and meaning. You were not chosen to fit in. You were chosen to stand out, to disrupt the norm, and to show the world that greatness comes not from conforming, but from daring to be different. You will encounter both admiration and criticism along the way, but neither has the power to define you. The only thing that defines you is the work you do, the impact you make, and the truth you live by. So embrace your solitude when it comes. It is in those moments of aloneness that you will find your clarity, your strength, and your deepest purpose. Guard your energy fiercely, because it is the most precious resource you have. Not everyone deserves access to the real you, to your authenticity, to the raw essence of who you are. But the right people, the ones who can handle your fire, who truly see you for who you are, will never require you to explain yourself. They will accept you as you are, with no questions asked, because they understand your value, even when the world may not. You were chosen to make an impact, not to chase fleeting popularity. Popularity fades, but impact lasts forever. As you move forward in your journey, never forget that not everyone is meant to understand you. But those who do, those who can see beyond the surface, will change alongside you. You are not here to be liked by everyone. You are here to stand tall in your truth, to challenge the status quo, and to show the world that greatness comes from standing apart. So keep shining, keep challenging the limits, and keep being unapologetically you. The world needs it more than ever. If this message resonates with you, if you feel the truth in these words deep within you, don't let this moment pass you by. Subscribe to this community, because this is only the beginning. Here, authenticity meets impact, and we dive deep into the truths that others shy away from. You're not here by accident. You're here because you are ready to take that next step to be part of something bigger than just content. It's a movement, and you are exactly where you are meant to be. Number one, being chosen is far from a luxury or a simple privilege. It is a responsibility, a weighty one, full of challenges and obstacles that others may never see or experience. In the eyes of many, being chosen is often misunderstood. It is not perceived for what it truly is, not a ticket to an easier life, nor an all-access pass to fame, admiration, or perks. Instead, being chosen is an invitation to rise to the occasion, to step forward when others shrink back, and to take on burdens that others either cannot or will not bear. It's about facing challenges with grit, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to something greater than yourself. Most people imagine being chosen as the gateway to effortless success, where glory and admiration flow freely, where every door opens with ease, and where every move is celebrated. But the reality could not be further from this idealized picture. Being chosen is not about basking in the glow of public admiration. It is about stepping into a role that calls you to be more, to do more, and to endure more than most are willing to face. The life of someone chosen is often filled with moments of isolation, deep pressure, and the relentless expectation to live up to something far beyond personal gain. When you are chosen, you don't just get the rewards, you also inherit the responsibility that comes with it. Being chosen means carrying the weight that others cannot lift, solving problems that no one else can see, and navigating through the complexities that others might avoid. It's a life where every success is hard-earned, where the glory is brief and the real work often goes unnoticed. But it is the quiet, unnoticed work that shapes the future. It is the quiet perseverance in the face of failure, the courage to keep going when the world seems indifferent, and the strength to continue leading even when no one is watching. Perhaps the most challenging truth about being chosen is that it's not something you get to decide. It's not a position you can apply for, nor a title you can simply accept or reject. Being chosen is something that finds you when you least expect it, and usually when you are in the midst of a struggle. It is something you earn not through titles or accolades, but through hard work, sacrifice, and the courage to stand tall when everyone else is sitting down. It comes as a result of your own actions, when you prove yourself capable of handling what others cannot. It is the outcome of persistence, resilience, and a relentless belief in your mission, even when it feels like the whole world is against you. Yet there is another hard truth that many fail to acknowledge. Not everyone will understand the significance of being chosen. In fact, many will envy you without knowing the true cost. They will see the victories, the recognition, and the outward success, but they won't see the sleepless nights, the personal sacrifices, or the internal struggles that you endure in silence. They will admire the spotlight, but not the shadows that you walk through to get there. And it is precisely this misunderstanding that makes being chosen such a significant and humbling experience. It's not for everyone, and that's the point. Being chosen isn't about seeking admiration or approval. It's about being trusted with something that others cannot bear and rising to the occasion when it matters most. To be chosen is to be given the trust of others, the kind of trust that comes from knowing you are capable of leading, of shouldering burdens, and of staying true to your mission no matter what. It is not about popularity or accolades, it's about proving that you can be counted on, that you will stand firm in the face of adversity, and that you will lead with integrity, even when the road is tough. And trust is the real gift that comes with being chosen. It's the kind of trust that is earned not by seeking glory, but by showing up day in and day out and proving yourself through your actions, not your words. So if you find yourself chosen, recognize that it is not a sign of superiority, but a call to serve something greater than yourself. It is a responsibility to lead, to carry the weight that others cannot, and to face the challenges that are ahead with unwavering determination. Being chosen doesn't mean you are free from struggle or hardship. In fact, it often means the opposite. But the difference is that you are chosen because you have shown through your actions that you are capable of rising to the challenge, of facing adversity head-on, and of creating a path where none seemed possible before. It is the responsibility of being chosen that truly defines your purpose and marks your place in this world. And let's not forget, the journey of being chosen is not for the faint of heart. It's not about seeking approval or recognition, it's about staying true to your vision, even when others can't understand it. It's about embracing the mystery and the unknown, knowing that your journey is uniquely yours, and that those who are meant to walk alongside you will find their way. Your path will not be easy, and it will not always be celebrated, but in the end, it will leave a legacy that speaks for itself. Being chosen means standing tall, not in the limelight, but in your truth. It means knowing that your light, no matter how intense, was never meant to be dimmed or stifled to fit into someone else's world. It is about trusting that the right people, those who can handle the fire within you, will find you not because you fit into their expectations, but because your authenticity resonates with theirs. You were chosen to challenge the status quo, to disrupt the comfortable, and to show others that true greatness doesn't come from fitting in, it comes from standing apart. So, never apologize for being chosen. Keep challenging the norms, keep striving for greatness, and never forget that you were chosen for a reason. Your journey may be misunderstood, and you may face opposition along the way, but in the end, it will be your authenticity, your courage, and your unwavering commitment to the path that will leave a mark on this world. Stand tall in your truth and keep shining. The world needs your light now more than ever. Number 2. You are a mirror that exposes truth. Being chosen means you're a mirror. People see themselves in you, sometimes the best parts of who they are, but more often the things they wish they could be, or fear they never will. That's why people are drawn to you. It's not always about you, it's about what you represent. Your presence exposes truths that can inspire some and unsettle others. This is why interactions with you can feel intense or magnetic. You're not just another person to them, you're a reminder. For some, you remind them of their potential, of the things they could achieve if they dared. They see your confidence, your unique spark, and think, if they can do it, maybe I can too. Those people will celebrate you, support you, and thrive in your light. But then there are the others, the ones who see you as a reflection of their missed opportunities, their insecurities, their regrets. To them, your existence feels like a confrontation they didn't ask for. They won't see your hard work or your struggles, they'll only see what they lack, and that will trigger them. Some will criticize you, try to bring you down, or pretend you're not as extraordinary as you are all, because they can't handle the reflection staring back at them. This duality isn't your burden to carry. You're not responsible for how people perceive you or what your presence stirs within them. What you are responsible for is staying authentic, continuing to be the mirror that reflects both light and shadows, because those who can handle the truth you reflect will grow, and those who can't will simply fade away. That's the nature of being chosen. You're here to inspire change, even if it's uncomfortable for others to face. Number 3, scarcity creates demand, and you are the rarest commodity. Scarcity drives value, and when you're truly one of a kind, people will clamor for a piece of you. That's the power of rarity. It's not about screaming your worth or trying to prove anything. It's about existing as you are and letting the world adjust to your frequency. The truth is, the less accessible you are, the more desirable you become. Think about it: when something is everywhere, it's taken for granted. Water is life, but people barely notice it until it's scarce. The same goes for you: your essence, your energy, your presence. It's not something that can be mass-produced, and that's exactly what makes you invaluable. People sense it, even if they can't articulate it. They're drawn to you because they know they can't replicate what you bring. But here's where it gets tricky: everyone wants a piece of what's rare, not because they appreciate it, but because they want to possess it. They'll rush to be around you, to claim some part of you for themselves, not realizing your value isn't in being consumed, it's in being exclusive. That's why being selective is your superpower. Not everyone deserves access, and not everyone can handle what comes with it. Being rare also means you'll intimidate people. Some will project their insecurities onto you, trying to downplay your significance to feel better about their own. Let them, it doesn't change what you are: irreplaceable. At the end of the day, your scarcity isn't something to apologize for. It's your greatest strength. Your job isn't to explain your value to those who don't get it. Your job is to stay true to what makes you rare and let the world learn how to appreciate it or miss out entirely. Number 4. Your energy is a finite resource. Guard it fiercely. Your energy is one of the most valuable things you have, and just like money, it's finite. When you're chosen, people will gravitate toward you, drawn by your light, your wisdom, or simply the way you make them feel. But here's the harsh truth: not everyone who shows up deserves access to you. Being chosen doesn't mean saying yes to every invitation, every request, or every person who wants a piece of you. In fact, it means the opposite. It means being hyper-aware of where your energy goes, because once it's spent, it's gone. You're not a limitless resource, and pretending you are will leave you burned out and bitter. Think of your energy like a currency. Every interaction, every commitment is a transaction. Are you spending it on things that give you a return, or are you pouring it into black holes of negativity, obligation, or guilt? The people who truly value you will never demand constant availability. They'll respect your boundaries because they understand that what you offer is rare and irreplaceable. Let's be honest, some people don't want your best, they just want to drain you. They see your value but don't respect it. These are the energy vampires, the ones who take without giving, leaving you feeling empty while they walk away fulfilled. Recognizing them isn't selfish, it's survival. Guarding your energy isn't about being cold or unkind. It's about self-respect. It's knowing that by protecting yourself, you can give more to the people and projects that truly matter. The world doesn't need you exhausted or resentful. It needs you focused, intentional, and at your best. So set the boundaries, say no when you need to, and remember your energy is precious, and not everyone can afford it. Number 5, you're not for everyone, and that's a superpower. Trying to be for everyone is the quickest way to lose yourself. It's exhausting, it's soul-crushing, and worst of all, it's a recipe for mediocrity. The truth is, when you try to please everyone, you water down everything that makes you unique. You become a bland version of yourself, safe, agreeable, forgettable, and for what? Approval from people who were never meant to understand you in the first place. Here's the reality: being polarizing isn't a flaw, it's a superpower. It means you stand for something, and in a world full of people trying to blend in, standing out takes guts. It's not about causing division or controversy, it's about clarity. Your energy, your vibe, your values, they naturally repel the wrong people and attract the right ones. The right people will get you without you having to explain yourself. They'll see your quirks, your fire, your unapologetic authenticity, and they'll feel like they found a missing piece of themselves. The rest, let them go. You were never meant to be their cup of tea, and that's okay. It's not rejection, it's alignment. When you embrace the fact that you're not for everyone, you free yourself from the chains of validation. You stop bending, shrinking, or editing yourself to fit into spaces you were never meant to occupy. Instead, you pour your energy into the people, passions, and purposes that truly resonate with you, so stop apologizing for being too much or too different. You're not here to be liked by everyone. You're here to live fully, loudly, and authentically. The ones who matter will find you, and the rest will simply move on. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Number 6. They want a piece of you, but they don't know the whole. People are drawn to what they see on the surface, your confidence, your achievements, your aura. They're captivated by the light you radiate, but they often have no idea about the fire that fuels it. The long nights, the sacrifices, the inner battles you fought to become who you are. They see the glow, but they don't feel the heat. And the truth is, many aren't even interested in understanding what lies beneath. They're content with the highlight reel while being blind to the hard realities that shaped it. It's tempting to let their shallow understanding of you affect how you see yourself. When people only praise the visible parts of your journey, you might feel like those unseen struggles don't matter. But they do. That fire is what keeps you alive, what pushes you forward. The depth of who you are is what makes your light so powerful. Without the fire, there's no light. Here's the tricky part: some people will want a piece of you, but not for the right reasons. They're not here to know you, to support you, or to honor your journey. They want the benefits of being close to your light without caring about what it costs you to keep burning. These are the people who will take and take, leaving you depleted and wondering if anyone truly sees you. But you don't owe them the whole story. You don't have to prove your depth to those who can't or won't understand. Let them stay at the surface. What matters is that you know your worth, your fire, and the incredible depth of your journey. Your story is yours to protect, and the right people, the ones who see and value the whole of you, will always find their way to your light. Number 7. Your uniqueness attracts both lovers and haters. Your uniqueness is your power, but it's also polarizing. The very traits that make people admire you, the way you stand out, the way you defy expectations, the way you own who you are, will also be the exact things that make others resent you. And here's the hard truth: that's not your problem. People are complicated. When they see someone living authentically and unapologetically, it stirs something deep inside them. For some, it's inspiration. They see you breaking molds and think, if they can do it, maybe I can too. These are the people who will cheer for you, love you, and protect your light because it fuels their own. But for others, your uniqueness feels like a threat. It reminds them of the risks they were too afraid to take, the dreams they gave up on, or the parts of themselves they've buried. Instead of facing those truths, it's easier for them to project their frustration onto you. Your confidence feels like arrogance, your success feels like luck, and your authenticity feels like a personal attack. The key is not to take any of it personally. Their reactions, whether positive or negative, are a reflection of them, not you. You don't need to dim your light for those who can't handle the glare. You don't need to prove your worth to those who refuse to see it. Your uniqueness is what makes you unforgettable. It's what draws the right people into your life and filters out the ones who don't belong. So let them love you or let them hate you. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you keep being you fully and unapologetically, because whether they adore you or despise you, one thing is certain: they'll never forget you. Number 8. Being chosen is about impact, not popularity. Being chosen isn't about being the most liked, celebrated, or followed. It's about the mark you leave on the world, the ways you challenge, disrupt, and inspire. Popularity is fleeting, often built on superficial approval and the desire to conform. But impact lasts forever. It's the ripple effect of your actions, the legacy you leave behind, and the change you ignite in others. When you're chosen, you're called to a higher purpose. You're not here to please the masses or fit into neat little boxes. You're here to shake things up, to break molds and to redefine what's possible. That kind of influence isn't always comfortable or universally praised. In fact, it often attracts criticism, resistance, and misunderstanding. But that's the price of making a real difference. Impact requires courage, the courage to stand firm in your beliefs, even when they're unpopular, to take risks that others avoid, and to keep going even when it feels like no one is watching. Popularity seeks approval, impact seeks transformation, and transformation is rarely clean or easy. The people who truly change the world are rarely the ones chasing applause. They're the ones willing to face opposition, challenge the status quo, and take the long, hard road that leads to real progress. Their work isn't about being liked, it's about being remembered. So let go of the need to be universally adored. It's a distraction from your purpose. Instead, focus on the people and causes that matter. Speak your truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Do the work that makes a difference, even if it goes unnoticed at first. Because at the end of the day, popularity fades, but the impact you make can echo for generations. Number 9. You owe them nothing except authenticity. There's a common misconception that when people admire you, you owe them something in return, a deeper piece of yourself, access to your vulnerabilities, or constant availability. But the truth is, you owe them nothing beyond your authenticity. Being chosen doesn't mean you're required to bare your soul to anyone who asks or meet the expectations of those who think they know you. What you choose to share is a gift, not an obligation. People will demand access, assuming that just because they see your light, they deserve to know its source. They'll want to claim pieces of you without understanding that those pieces are not public property. You are not here to be dissected or consumed. You are here to live, grow, and share what feels right on your terms. Authenticity is not about being everything to everyone, it's about being true to yourself, even if that means setting boundaries that others don't like. Some people will mistake your authenticity for arrogance or coldness, but that's because they confuse access with connection. Being real doesn't mean being available to everyone. The reality is, your authenticity is your most valuable currency. It's what separates you from the noise, what makes your presence impactful, and what ensures that the relationships and connections you build are genuine. But protecting that authenticity requires discernment. Not everyone is worthy of seeing the full you picture, and that's okay. You don't owe anyone an explanation for who you are or why you choose to share or withhold parts of yourself. The right people will respect your authenticity without needing to own it, and the wrong people, they were never meant to be part of your journey in the first place. Stay authentic, stay true, and never apologize for protecting what's sacred within you. Number 10. Not everyone can handle the chosen. Your presence is a force. It demands attention, commands respect, and often makes people uncomfortable, not because of anything you've done, but because of who you are. Being chosen means you carry something rare, a light, a vision, a purpose that sets you apart. But not everyone can handle that. Some people will be drawn to your energy, while others will feel threatened by it. Here's the truth: your light exposes shadows. It forces people to confront parts of themselves they'd rather ignore, their fears, their insecurities, their missed opportunities. Instead of looking inward, some will project those feelings onto you. They'll try to downplay your success, dismiss your efforts, or make you feel like you're too much. Their goal isn't to understand you, it's to protect their comfort zone. But their reaction has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. You're not here to dim your light to make others comfortable. You're here to shine, to illuminate paths, and to inspire growth, even if that growth is uncomfortable for others. The people who matter will rise to meet you. The rest will either fade away or attempt to drag you down. Don't let their discomfort dictate your brilliance. Keep shining, keep standing tall, because for every person who can't handle your light, there's someone out there who desperately needs it. Someone who sees you as proof that it's possible to break free, to rise above, to live unapologetically. Being chosen means you'll face resistance, but it also means you'll leave an impact. You're not here to be palatable or easy to digest. You're here to challenge, to disrupt, and to show the world what's possible when you refuse to be anything less than extraordinary. Number 11, being chosen means you're often alone. Being chosen isn't glamorous, it's isolating. It's standing at the top of a mountain most people will never climb, only to realize there's no one up there with you. The higher you rise, the more people fall away, not because you've changed, but because they can't keep up. They don't understand the sacrifices you've made to get there, the choices you've had to make, or the loneliness that comes with standing out. It's not just about physical solitude, it's the emotional distance that comes from knowing that not everyone sees the world the way you do. You notice things others miss, you feel things on a deeper level. You're driven by a purpose that many won't understand, and that kind of perspective can make you feel like you're speaking a language no one else can hear. But solitude isn't the enemy, it's a gift. When you're alone, you're forced to confront yourself, to dig deep, and to grow stronger. It's in those quiet moments of reflection that clarity emerges. You start to see what really matters, who truly supports you, and what you're capable of. Solitude becomes the forge where your resilience is strengthened and your vision sharpened. Being chosen doesn't mean you'll always walk alone, but it does mean that not everyone can walk with you. And that's okay. The right people will find you, not because you've reached down to pull them up, but because they've done the work to meet you where you are. Until then, embrace the silence, the solitude, and the strength that comes with standing alone, even when the world feels far away. Number 12. Your journey serves as a testament to the fact that not everyone is meant to understand you. It is a unique journey, one that cannot be defined or explained by conventional means. The path you walk is not one designed by others, nor is it bound by the expectations they have placed on you. You were not chosen to fit into someone else's idea of success or fulfillment. Instead, you were chosen to carve your own path, to forge a new way that no one else has dared to take before. Your journey exists to prove that it is perfectly fine to stand apart from the crowd, to refuse to conform to the limiting definitions imposed by society. Along this journey, many people will try to define you. They will attempt to box you in, to label your actions and decisions in ways that align with their limited perceptions of the world. They will ask questions that miss the mark entirely, offer advice that doesn't resonate with your purpose, or criticize choices they simply cannot understand because they have not walked the same road. But their failure to understand is not a reflection of who you are, rather, it is a reflection of their inability to see beyond their own experiences and narrow viewpoints. So stop explaining yourself. Stop trying to justify your decisions to people who were never meant to get it in the first place. The ones who truly matter will never ask you for an explanation. They will see the brilliance in your vision, even when it is not fully realized or understood. They will trust your process, even if it goes against the grain of conventional wisdom. Your journey is not about being understood by everyone. It is about being authentic, being true to the essence of who you are, and staying aligned with what drives you, even when others can't yet see the destination. The fact that not everyone understands you should not be seen as a drawback. It is, in fact, a sign that you are walking an extraordinary path. Ordinary paths are simple to follow. They are easy to explain because they fit neatly within the boundaries of what people expect. But extraordinary paths are often marked by confusion, curiosity, and, at times, discomfort. These paths make others question, challenge, and sometimes even fear what they do not understand. But that is the very essence of greatness. Keep moving forward despite the misunderstandings that will inevitably come your way. Let them roll off your back like water off a duck's feathers. The people who are meant to walk alongside you will find their way into your world, and those who don't will naturally drift away. You were not chosen to blend in with the crowd or to follow the conventional route. You were chosen to stand out, to disrupt the norm, and to show the world that greatness does not come from fitting in with others. It comes from standing firm in your own truth, in your own unique way. Embrace the mystery of your journey. Allow your actions to speak louder than any explanation ever could. And in the grand scheme of things, being chosen is not about basking in the spotlight, nor is it about seeking validation from others. It is about embracing your truth, confidently walking your own unique path, and having the courage to stand tall in a world that often demands conformity. It is about realizing that your light, no matter how intense or brilliant, was never meant to be dimmed just to fit into someone else's narrow view of what the world should look like. Your light is yours, and it was made to shine brightly. Being chosen means understanding that the right people will find you, not because you've molded yourself to fit their expectations, but because your authenticity resonates deeply with their own. You were chosen to challenge the status quo, to disrupt the comfortable, and to show others that true greatness does not arise from fitting in. True greatness is found in standing apart. It is found in the courage to question, to challenge, and to change the world around you. Your journey will undoubtedly be filled with both admirers and critics, but remember this: neither the applause of the admirers nor the criticisms of the critics have the power to define you. You are the sole author of your own story, and no one else's opinions can take that power away from you. So, when moments of solitude come, embrace them. It is in those quiet moments, those times when you are alone, that you will find your clarity, your strength, and your true purpose. Guard your energy fiercely, because it is one of the most precious resources you have. And remember, the right people, the ones who can withstand your fire, the ones who see and appreciate the real you, will never ask you to explain yourself. They will accept you for exactly who you are, without needing you to prove your worth. You do not owe anyone access to the raw, unfiltered essence of yourself. Your authenticity is your gift, and those who truly deserve it will recognize its value. You were not chosen to chase fleeting popularity or superficial recognition. You were chosen to leave an impact. Impact is what changes the world. It is the long-lasting, far-reaching influence you have on the people around you. Popularity, on the other hand, is fleeting. It fades over time. As you continue moving forward, unapologetically embracing your unique journey, never forget that not everyone is meant to understand you. But those who do will not only understand you, they will grow and evolve with you. They will change alongside you as you both walk this extraordinary journey together. Being chosen means standing tall in your truth. It means understanding that you are not for everyone, and that is exactly why you were chosen in the first place. Keep shining your light, keep challenging the norm, and keep being unapologetically you. The world needs your authentic self more than ever before. If this message resonates with you, if you feel the truth of these words in your soul, do not let this moment pass. Subscribe to this channel, because what we have shared here is only the beginning. This is where authenticity meets impact, where we delve into truths that others shy away from. You are not here by accident. You are here because you are ready to take the next step in your journey. Join this community of individuals who are not afraid to stand out, disrupt the status quo, and make their mark on the world. Subscribe now and become part of something much bigger than just content. It is a movement, and you are exactly where you belong. God bless you.